We're on, bro.
We're live. I was waiting for a prompt, like
clap.
That's the clap.
Yeah, I know, but like I was waiting for like some sort of
The
a trigger. Like
Clap of the cheeks.
not from you guys, like in my own head.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
actually in space then thinking about fucking nothing. And then I was just thinking about the fact that I know none of you cunts watch any footy this week.
Oh,
This
God,
whole
that
episode.
Bricklane One Love Pale Ale's going down well.
Isn't it ever?
Yeah.
It's just like delicious.
I meet up with Steely like in a couple of days, so I just went down to Black Sheep. If you don't shop at Black Sheep, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, grow up.
And they
Why are you staring directly at me saying that?
I'm just saying. No, I wasn't trying to be racist, but
I wasn't thinking that either. But now
it's not like if it was called White Sheep, I would have looked at Dano. So he gave us a couple. James gives us a couple 6-packs to get us tight as till Steely gets there.
Through. Speaking of a bit of he's black and I'm white.
Yeah.
I've re-listened to. I know we got a new intro for those who haven't heard it yet. Go back to last week's episode. Smack the intro. It's good. Like I knew what it said before.
Yeah.
And then every time I listen to it,
it's better.
It's
that
good,
other
bro.
bar
It's
adds to
good.
it, and
It
also
hits.
the way he slowed it down. Like I said, like slow it down 2 to 3 times, and he slowed it down so you can kind of hear the other lyrics as well. Because I think a lot of people miss the football on our tongues, just minus the foot.
Yeah.
Fucking
whatever.
Lyricist over here,
Yeah.
bro.
Full ill, like sick, you know.
Yeah, man.
But our boy Millsy, bro, just actually absolutely kills it every time.
He does, man, and he's like the nicest guy ever. But I told him, like I said, if you ever needs a ghostwriter, I'm keen. And if I never don't show up to a football game on a Saturday, because I'm underground in a rap battle, you know.
Cool.
You're on tour somewhere with Snoop and Eminem.
Yeah, no, Snoop's a cockhead now, I reckon. Jumps on that fucking Triller. Did you see him on that shit?
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I hate that fucking Jake Paul.
I saw him on that fucking. Yeah, I heard his commentary on Jake Paul.
Yeah.
God damn.
He's just
Shut up.
he doesn't say it. He's just like, yeah, my Anna. Yeah, Anna.
Yeah, give me my money.
yeah, Dana White, you owe me money. And he's like, oh, bro. And it's like a lot of celebrities, they're jumping on the fight train now because it keeps them relevant.
Oh, yeah. Well, just like everyone does, like just to get your name in that word, all you got to do is just call someone out. Even if you get beaten, you still got that whole hype session before it, all that money and shit.
Yeah.
People are loving it.
It shit me on the weekend because I had my laptop set up there and I had Robert Whittaker fighting here, right?
Yeah.
And I'm taking my eyes off Robert Whittaker putting on an absolute
clinic.
masterclass
How good
to
was it?
watch this bullshit, and I'm like, you fucking...
Why would you even
And
have
I
that
just
on,
closed the
honestly?
lid. Like,
Close
I
the
just
lid,
closed
yeah.
the fucking lid.
Well, yeah.
I was like, Jake Paul's walking out with a robot again, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's the worst part about it. Like, that takes it so much away from
The blokes
what
who are actually going
Rob's
hard,
fucking doing. He's had a mad fight and he's actually been in the game, putting in the work, and then people are choosing to watch that other fucking wanker who probably wouldn't be able to go like many rounds with some of us without any training, to be honest.
Bro, Rob's fight was free on KO. How is that even
No,
a
yes,
thing,
that was
bro?
on ESPN, no, because
How
it was
is
a
it-
fight night, bro.
Yeah, because the fight,
I know,
because
but-
KO picked up some of, what is it? Fight Pass.
Yeah,
Hey.
fight pass.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
because
that's what I
KO
thought.
it just runs anything that's on ESPN. So
Yeah.
basically, it's like
ESPN and
Foxtel,
Fox, yeah.
sports, or the sports stuff from Foxtel, and every now and then, any events on the UFC that don't seem like the card's that great, they'll just be a fight night instead of a main event.
That's what I mean. Like, how does Whittaker gaslight him? Whittaker's like, this is his... Before the fight, like, he wins this, he goes back to Stylebender.
Yeah.
Surely. And now he goes in, he puts on an absolute clinic. I got to watch it for free, bro. I
And
feel
then you
like
got
I should
wankers
I've
paying
just...
for fucking Jake Paul's fight.
I was sitting at home going, I should be
No,
paying
I
someone.
I legally stream Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Everything we're doing here is legal, by the way.
Yeah, but I legally stream all that Triller, especially Triller.
Yeah.
You got Justin Bieber in between fights. I got to illegally stream that shit.
I ain't paying for that.
Yeah,
I was sitting
actually, I'm a Biebs fan, and he
I am
did
a
put on
Biebs
a good
fan.
show. He definitely was lip
That's
syncing.
the best part about the whole thing, though, was the fucking entertainment, not the actual
Did you just say he
fighting.
put on a good show, but he was lip syncing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was lip syncing. You know, he's moving around when they move around too much. I'm like, they can't move around and sing like that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
bro, as soon as you move a little bit, if I did that much moving, I'm out of breath.
I'm pretty sure he'd be a bit more fitter than
Come on,
Dane
bruh.
Adam.
Who's Bieber?
Fitness.
Oh, bro, I mean, all they got is time, bro, when they're not fucking getting people to write music for them.
Dano's
Getting Freedy to
Dano's
write music for them, ghostwriting.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, so we're going to have testicles involved, penis. There's going to be some lyrics about foreskins. And Beaver's like, I don't give a fuck, cunt.
Yeah.
Then he goes, and we'll call the song Yummy.
Yeah. That foreskin cheese is yummy, yummy,
Oh, you
yummy.
gross cunt. That's disgusting.
You say,
And then
I'm
we
right, and
grate
you're
it
just here to
like
sing it, all right? Grate it like cheddar. And he's doing it.
And then, it just fucking spits out cheddar. All the girls are just fucking catching it, lapping it up.
All right, away from that, did you actually watch the Whittaker fight?
How's your
once
back
you
from
were down?
carrying our team this weekend, bro?
It's all right. It's not me back I was worried about. It's me fucking head.
Yeah.
I got axed. That was about it.
I think Keenan's calves are a bit sore because I've never seen him get that much air.
Hey,
They
absolutely
don't call me
killed it.
Air Keenan for no reason.
I've never heard anyone.
Or you fucking witnessed it, mate. So that's good enough.
He calls himself Air Keenan.
Next
Like
week,
everyone
next
calls
week
him-
he's wearing Jordans, not fucking footy shoes.
But my boots this year were supposed to be fucking Nike and Jordan boots. Remember I showed you?
What team was that for? A certain team or?
No, they're PSG. Like they sponsor it. They got that mixture of the sponsors of Jordan and Nike. But that's why I want to wear those Jordans because I get fucking hype, bro.
Hops, bro.
I was even surprised when I was like, hey, what am I doing up here?
I was more surprised that once you tipped it back, Jolie made the 25 metres to the try line.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing.
I was on his
couldn't-
inside going, give me the
I was
ball, you
just-
fat fuck.
And I was on the outside going, I'm fucking. Yeah.
He just pins him. I was like,
No,
no.
I couldn't see, and I got up and I just seen him fucking racing away, and there was no one around. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, it was good, but...
How was your weeks anyway, besides footy?
Oh, yeah, it was good. Like, watching... Just other than footy, there wasn't much going on, but as soon as you get to footy, Maydeen's got a good win first, then the three's got to win, then we got to win. Broncos showed up on Thursday night, which was pretty good. Like, obviously didn't get the win, still not 100% happy, but there's a lot of positives to take out of that. So, just outside of footy, not much has been going on, but inside of footy is fucking, really good at the moment.
Yeah, your missus can come dressed like that at any game she wants, man.
Yeah, I told her, I said, you keep wearing shit like
I was
this. You're not
like,
going to be my
bro.
missus anymore because these
Yeah.
niggas are coming in hot.
Yeah. I was thinking Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl. That's what I was fucking. I was like, she's got a star over that. Someone's gonna rip that shit off.
What?
Yeah, nice.
No
nice.
comment.
That was preempted, wasn't it? You've been thinking of that for a couple of days, Janet Jackson.
No, haven't been at all.
He's been thinking about it since we were at footy on
Just
Saturday. Just thinking about your missus.
Hey, your missus was there on Saturday too. I noticed on the sideline cheering my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
What did she say? Go Dano.
She definitely doesn't say go Freedy, that's for sure.
I heard her once. She goes, "Go Freedy." I got absolutely poleaxed. Like I went, I ran it up because I kept passing it to Sammy real early, and I was
Yeah.
like, I got to take it because I was giving it to him preempting, but
Yeah.
I wanted to give him time. And the one time she's like, "Yeah, go Freedy." I think it was their hooker was out there. No, the centre was, and he fucking drove me, man.
They hit hard, those big fuckers. I was
Yeah.
a bit sore after the game. I'm sure Walshy's fucking ribs are still hanging out his arsehole.
Yeah.
I went around to his place to watch the Whittaker fight, and he was limping around, sore as fuck, couldn't even move.
Yeah, because his knee was fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, he's limping like fuck still. So
It's nice seeing everyone else fucking lipping around for once. Everyone else has got the ice on them and everything. I'm walking around fucking free as a bird. Except for when I woke up the next day and I could have maybe fractured my wrist. I know, we'll see.
And then I love when Clint just comes into the dressing rooms and he's real happy.
yeah,
And then, but 5 minutes earlier, I've heard him kicking the side signs and shit. Then he
on.
comes in, he's like, "Coach of the year."
That was all me. Clint Masterclass.
Yeah, so I was talking to Keenan before you came, Dana. I watched the highlights of South's Logan and
Norse.
Milford. Obviously, I didn't see the whole game, but the highlights had nothing of Milford in it. Had Hunt scoring the try, but did you see the whole game of that?
No, I didn't see the whole game. I did read a report and it said Milford had a good game.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think any game was going to be good enough to get him back in the side this week. Not considering how the Bronx went on Thursday night. Carmichael Hunt again scoring tries. Tessie New, they said, had a good game at the back. Tessie New had a good game at fullback.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. North's winning on a streak, top of the ladder, and just them and Wynnum undefeated. So it's good signs for the Broncos feeder clubs. Obviously, some talent sitting there, but as long as the Broncos are using them well, then we should be all right.
Yeah. But that's just funny. Our boy Boy was saying, he goes, I'm never going to get a run up there. They're dropping Milford back and shit because he's obviously, they feed to South.
South,
Yeah, so
no, well.
I'd say
Yeah, that's why he's not getting a run.
Boy will be back by June 30th, I'd say.
That'd be all right. Once you can't handle too many big losses before you return home. The Q Cup's looking pretty good, but they've got KO's picked up a lot of games on Cup, so you can watch a few there. Walshy Joel and I watched the final 10 minutes of Wynnum play Redcliffe at Cougar yesterday, and it went down to a drop goal. Oh, it went down to the last minute, and Sam Scarlett scored a try on pretty much on full time to get a hat trick and win the game. It was fucking electric. It was good watching. And we at the same time the Dragons versus Warriors game was on there, and we were watching Cup on our phone. So Q Cup's come a long way, and there's a lot of talent running around. So it's good to see.
But going back, so Broncos, we were happy with that performance, yeah?
Fuck yeah. Oh, mate, that's easily the best we played in a long time.
Tenfold better than anything we put out.
I think I was saying Oates has cemented his spot for a couple more weeks, yeah?
Yeah, he definitely fucking deserves a recall.
Like, he did that. He dropped that ball that led to the try, but other than that, like, his post-contact meters...
His run meter, he ran 180 metres better than a lot of our players have done for the last 18 months, so... Yeah, he definitely earned himself another go around.
Yeah, the physical presence of him returning and hit up spot from in our 20 would made a complete difference compared to, some of the young blokes that are a bit skinnier, a bit lighter. He was fucking just pumping those meters, and you could see on a couple of balls but he had to return, he was fucking buggered, man. But he was still going, motoring home.
Off kick reception, him and Coates at the back, big bodies going hard. That's what we need. And Asako's a good ball runner too, so... He's an ex-winger as well, so he knows how to do those tough carries. That back three can work. Just the only thing that really let us down was the centre combination. David Mead's not a centre, and Richie Kenner's...
Nah, he looked lost a couple of times. Yeah,
and Richie Kenner just defensively had a few mishaps, but they're not your first two. Yeah. It's not your first string centres. Once Staggs and Farnworth are back, those problems are solved.
Farnsworth round 7, and that's this week. So,
but what do you do? Like, is Oates the one to go then?
No. Farnworth goes to the centre. Kenner will drop.
Yeah,
Kenner will come out. Farnworth will go back into his centre, and David Mead, I'm assuming.
But that's the thing. You got Mead. You got Oates, Coates, and Mead.
Yeah, they would. I'd say they would keep Mead in the centre over Kenner. If they had to keep him.
Well, David Mead's been fucking trying his stones out. The only bad thing he did on Friday night was that first try of the game when Capewell went through. His half inside him came in, and he didn't come in with him. So by the time he saw the ball coming, to move his feet across and get your body in front of a Kurt Capewell, to stop him that close line, you have to be 100% in front of him, and you have to be hitting you hard. But he was just that second too slow, which is not his fault. He's not a centre. That read's a hard read. So by the time he got there, he's just pretty much hanging an arm out, and you're not going to stop Kurt Capewell close in line like that. So. Is unlucky because I thought other than that he was not bad, like he was average. So he probably retained his spot over a Kenner who had 2 or 3 really bad defensive reads, and they said he might have had a concussion, and they there's a bit of Barney rubble about him being allowed to be playing on with a head knock. So
they fucking should have had a good look at Nathan Cleary
before
he kicked that fucking field goal.
There was a few of that this week. Harry Grant was the same. He went down with a head injury, and they let him play on 15 minutes, and scored a try.
Pappenhausen did too.
Yeah, Pappenhausen went off, and he completed his HIA and then came back.
He was rattled, bro.
Yeah, he looked like he was asleep. That was one where I was
like, come on, He
looked asleep. Yeah. Harry Grant's one was bad. He got his head on the wrong side of a tackle, went down, he looked the best part of concussed, and then played on for 15 minutes, scored a try, set up another one, pretty much put Storm in the driver's seat, and then 15 minutes later, they pulled him off.
Yeah, I think with moving on from the Bronx game, so yeah, we have with that, but with this Storm, Harry Grant, man, I think that blueprint of Cheese coming on for 10, and then Harry Grant coming in and just going like, all right, NRL, hold my beer because I'm going to be the greatest player ever now, he's and fucking
so good.
Yeah, so good. So pumped that he's a Queenslander too.
Yeah, the things he did, he played 58 minutes and just had his stats were through the roof, 30 plus tackles, a try assist, a try. He just running meters were through the roof for a hooker playing that many minutes. he just gets out a dummy half, and every time he's dummy half, it's never just a standard service deliver. It's always keeping the markers honest, keeping the 8 defenders honest. If no one's doing their job, he's out and gone. Like, he's fucking so good. If you're the defending team, you look at him and go, holy fuck, how do we stop this cunt?
But that's the thing with, especially with these boys coming through that have learnt off Cameron Smith, right? And if you compare him to other hookers in the comp, what I notice is how much they look up before they go down to pass that ball. Like Cheese does it as well, and Harry Grant, they're up here just chilling, and then they're like, oh, okay, I'm going to pass it. Yeah. Where if you look at Cook, like he's down very early, and he's a distributor. And then, but if it's a quick play the ball, he'll jump on that. Where Harry Grant and that, they're just taking their time, looking what's happening, and then that's why the defense is like, "What the fuck's going to happen?" Yeah,
yeah. Well, that's the best thing about this modern game. Hookers that are willing to keep their eyes up and play what's in front of them, carve the game up. Like young Reed Marnie, another Queenslander playing at Parramatta, he's killing it at the moment too. This year, he's absolutely flying because he's another one of those ones. He just keeps his eyes up that extra second, and he's been getting out. He's got a shitload of line breaks this season. He's scoring tries. He's setting them up because he's just getting out and challenging the 8 defenders. Keep your eyes up, see what's happening in front of you, and go. So it's good news for Queensland stocks having two of the informed hookers at the moment. Like I know Harry Grant's only just come back from injury, but he'd definitely be my pick for Queensland and Australia.
He's not being held out unless he's injured, basically.
And
100%.
And the thing that, with Cheese, the thing that brings him down about playing hooker is that he's so goddamn good at ball running as well. You know, like he shoots himself in the own foot if he wants to be a fucking hooker because you can't not have him running the ball during a game as well.
Well, I don't think... like Melbourne's got this really, really good problem with having Cheese there, and then you've got your first option hooker Harry Grant, your first option Lockdale Finucane, and then the Cheese is just so good at both those positions. You put him in there anywhere in the forward pack. You've got great fronties, they've got a great pack, so Cheese is just a cream on top. So wherever they want him to play, last year he was playing front row for a few games. Like if you need to put him there, he's so good of a ball runner. Just throw him in there and he'll fucking do the job. But when he goes to hooker, he does the job. Goes to lock, he does the job. He's as you're saying, just shoots himself a little bit in the foot. Yeah. Like not from being... It's not like a Tyrone Peachy whose versatility shoots in the foot. He's just so good at so many different things, the Cheese, that he's just, he's hurting himself in some way.
It's also how it's going to be hard to make him stay.
If he wants to play just hooker?
He's already come out and said that he wants to be in that position, but he's doing everything that he can now for the team. But how long is he going to continue to do that before he goes, fuck this, I'm going to be... Yeah,
because the thing with Cheese is he's going to get a lot of money off it. Wherever he goes next, it's going to be that big.
600 plus, for Cheese, which is what a struggling club is going to have to pay for him. Like plus that, like 800 for some clubs. Like
mate, 600 would be minimum. I reckon for that. Like if you're paying, if they're throwing $1 million at Milford, they're,
Yeah, but when you got to remember when the Broncos picked Milford up, he was fire and hot in form, and he was
as a fullback.
Yeah, he was in the spine. Like if the Cheese is going to come to your club and be your hooker for the next 5 years, then maybe you can warrant giving him 850, maybe 900, but. He's a great player. I don't see him at $1 million. $1 million for me is going to be a game-changing half or a fullback like a Tedesco or a Pappenhausen and these sort of fellas. But he's definitely going to demand a whole lot of money, and I fucking hope that one of these struggling clubs can sum up the cash and get him there because, like, imagine if he went to the Bulldogs next year, him and Addo-Carr, and they just keep recruiting. They've had a good crop of recruits this year.
Because Addo-Carr's going there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's signed.
Yeah, he's signed already.
Good crop of recruits, another couple of good recruits next year, get them off the bottom of the table, and then from there, it's snowball effect. Once you get off the bottom, winning gets contagious. People want to join in. People want to be a part of that. Like, fuck, when you're down the bottom, it's hard, but they've already done the first step, which is half-decent recruitment, got a new coach. It might be fucking shit house for a little while still, but it's getting better, so... That's the same with the Bronx. We need to just get ourselves off the bottom, get some wins, start recruiting. Tigers are the same. They need to fucking start recruiting.
They've done that today, actually. They signed Hastings for 2 years, I think.
Yeah, bringing him back over from Super League. Which is not a bad signing because he was killing it over there. Like, he couldn't get a run here before he left, but he was only very young. As soon as he goes over there, wins the Man of Steel award and is one of the better halves in the competition. So if he's developed his game over there and comes over here and plays good footy, then it can only be a good signing. Just might spell the end of the tenure there for Luke Brooks.
Luke Brooks. That's the thing, though. Are they gonna? They need to be looking at that because you can't have them there. Both of them.
Yeah, you can't have both of them.
Luke Brooks is one of those players that he's stayed loyal and he's never had the quality around him. Like, you know, like he's been at the Tigers at the medium range. You know, like it's when they've been mediocre team with not too many superstars. Where I think Brooks would shine with the amount of with a team that's stacked to do something, but
but that's not what half the teams are looking for. They're looking for someone to be that person and then lead the team somewhere.
Yeah, because even when they had that, like they had Benji to do that, and then Brooks still just wasn't. It just didn't work for him. Like, hopefully he goes somewhere else and finds a new lease of life. Because
maybe going to Super League for sure.
You'd have to think so.
He's not going anywhere else in the NRL, I reckon.
Well, there are clubs out there searching for a half. I'm sure that the Cowboys are looking for a half. So.
The Broncos would probably throw a mil a year at him.
They were also calling for a fucking Brooks-Reynolds swap, which would be the worst decision ever for the Rabbitohs.
But Bronx are real keen on Reynolds, yeah? They're very legit interested.
But Reynolds is, I don't know what the situation there is. I think just talking about it is just pretty much conveying rumours because there is no truth around at the moment because no one fucking knows. The club doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's been talking to a few different clubs that I know of that I read in the Daily Telegraph. And other than that, it's just pretty much hearsay. So hopefully we get some news out of it soon because it'd be good to see him sign somewhere or stay, either way. Because it is a big talking point. He's a pretty big name.
The way that he's played the last couple of weeks,
killing it. Surely,
why are you looking to show him the door?
Yeah, surely the Rabbits look at it and say, his start of the season's been hectic. He saved us in a couple of games.
Maybe that's him stamping it down to go, motherfuckers, this is why I want to stay here. I should be staying here.
And that's what a lot of people were saying. Like Mark Geyer and all these guys on Triple M, they're just saying, well, if you're not going to get a 3-year deal, sign the 1-year deal and play so good they have to sign you again. And I think he's just taken it upon himself to, before he even signs a 1-year deal, just say, fuck you, I'm this good. Go out there, kick fucking 40-metre drop goals for fun, put everything on a string, set up tries for fun, and then just fucking give him no choice but to give you big money and more years, you know. It's easy for the Bunnies, but because they've got such depth at the moment, like, with Benji there, Troy Dargan sitting there as well, who's a decent prospect. Like, they've got plenty of depth that if he did decide to go, it'd free up enough cash too to then look at signing someone else. Maybe a Luke Brooks. I don't know. I don't know what the club wants to do, but fuck.
What direction do they want to go in? That's
up or down. That's pretty much the question. If you're signing Brooks, I think straight down, homie.
Fucking hell. And the upset of the round, man, the Seagulls versus the Titans.
Upset.
It was more of an upset.
Righty, I hung my towel on Righty's erection while I had a shower after the game. But yeah, 36-0. Yeah, I'll take that one.
That was very, very unexpected.
So we had
it was a crazy game.
T-Bone back, whatever his fucking nickname is.
Turbo.
T-Bone.
T-Bone's way better. Turbo's a bit self-righteous, isn't it? Like I'm fucking vast, like a Turbo. T-Bone's way better, especially if he's got a piece on him. Which he probably does.
That's
tall, lanky cunt.
It's actually not bad. It's one of your better ones, Freddie. I like it.
Well, me and Keenan were showering on the weekend with 2 fucking pieces beside us. Who was it? Walshy and...
Cal.
Oh, no, Cal wasn't that. But, yeah,
but then you were making me look like a piece too, standing next to you, cunt.
I was thinking the other way around.
I looked at you and I said, what the fuck's that? Is that shrunk or is that fucking normal?
That's why I chilled out outside with the physio for a bit. Once you big boys left, I was
in there.
I was in there with the little boys.
I thought Walshy was going to take a bite out of me.
That's why I seen Kid in there. I fucked off outside. I was like, nah. I ain't going there.
All the boys were asking where you and Jolie were.
I wasn't going anywhere near that Pataguana with the kids. So I just stayed.
Well, Jolie's got a piece, so yeah.
Oh, fuck's me.
Well, that's what they were saying.
No,
no, was it? Were they saying you seen Jolie's piece?
Well, they were talking about both of them, weren't they?
Oh, not him.
Yeah.
He's got one on his fucking head, but that's about it.
Good looking one, too. How do we go from Manly game?
I went to the barber on Saturday too. They were too busy. Yeah, I went before the game to get one, but
yeah, they're stacking out. All the boys are going down there. Callum got one. Jakey Morris got.
Jakey! Don't talk about Jakey Morris's one. He needs to go find another fucking.
Well, he said he asked for the Peaky Blinders, but his brother had a Peaky Blinders 30th. Yeah, that's why he did it. Yeah,
he had a Peaky Blinders theme 30th. So Jakey's got like this weird fucking like middle section that's just like for some reason like an inch long, short back and sides, and then the top.
It's like he's tried to get the fade, but they didn't have the in between comb, so they just skipped that one. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's like, I've got a 0 and then the 1, but I don't have the 3, so I'll go straight to the 4. Yeah. And I can't fade it, and then I'll just chop the top a little.
No, and then I'll tell the customer he's wrong and I know what I'm doing. You know, that's what they always do.
I'll pump up his tires and go, geez, that looks fucking good, G. Fuck, that's mean, bro.
Man, I once went to this fucking barber in Jacksonville, right? And it was so we were staying in Jacksonville, and it was like off the interstate, and I went with my 2 African-American mates in the team. They're like, oh, we know a place. And I go in there, and it was one of those times where I open the door and it goes ding ding, and they're all like, because they're like, who's this Cracker Jack? And they're in like everyone's black in there, yeah. And then so I'm sitting in the corner, and they're saying my mate who was a centre, the other guy was a second rower, and they had the short fade, like short on top, and my hair was kind of long at the time, and they're like, oh, you know, like this, we're like, you know, I'm kind of like a running back in the team, and he's kind of like a tackle, and the white boy, he's kind of like, you know, like a director, like a quarterback kind of thing. And then he looks at me and he goes, so you think you're the man, yeah? And I go, no, that's just my position. And then I get in the chair, and then one of my mates, he's like, fade him up real good. And then what they do over there, real barbers, is you don't face the mirror. So they turn you like this. The mirror's there, and they just do their thing. They do their thing while they're talking the most sport you've ever heard. And I was like, is this ESPN right now? And then so they're doing me up. And then he's like, yeah, just fade him real nice. And then they turn me after. It took me about 45 minutes. Turns me back around to the mirror. In my head, I was like, that's the worst fucking haircut I've ever seen. And then he's like, how is it? I was like, dog, no doubt, bro. I think I tipped him like $20. I was like, yeah, gee.
You shit yourself, that's all.
$220
yeah. Freddie's like, I'm not fucking strapped with anything here. I can't fucking fight back.
And then my boys are like, whoa, they did you up real nice. And I got back to the hotel. Cos was like, Corey Maitland's like, oh, bro. He's like, I got clippers in there. I can just shave that mop off the top. And I was like, no. Nah,
it was probably a real decent haircut, but you wouldn't know what one of those is because you get the shittest fucking haircuts on earth.
But no, I just think, go fuck yourself. But I just think my top was too long for it. Like, you know, it's like Dano's lengths are good. Like your length when you get it. But I was growing it out at the time.
You should have fucking just hit him up for a nice fresh set of cornrows, bro. You could have been like that white quarterback at high school. Fresh cornrows trying to fit in with the homies.
Fuck yeah.
They probably didn't even know what the fuck to do because they've never dealt with your type of hair before.
Yeah, they're like, why is he throwing street slang at me wearing a red bandana? Just claiming Crips. I was just like, yeah, dog. But yeah, anyway, shout out to the haircut off the interstate at Jacksonville.
And the dude in the red bandana.
And then while I was getting a haircut, a guy comes in, he starts reading the paper. I was there for 45 minutes, the guy's reading the paper, and then he closes the paper and he's like, see you tomorrow, guys. Walks out, didn't even get a fucking haircut. But that's just how it is.
Sounds like a fucking movie.
It's a social event. It is. It's a proper barbershop.
Comes in to listen to the chat and then walks out.
It's a social event over there. I was about to start rapping, you know. I was like, yeah, do you know my boy, what's his name?
Oh, Chuck Millsy.
Yeah, but anyway, then I gave him my OnlyFans address.
Here we go.
Did you give him the link to Any Given Monday? Like, even though it wasn't around back then, it's like in a couple of years, I'm going to have this real famous shit, you know? Get on that right now.
And now they're listening going, what the fuck? This motherfucker talking shit about my haircut, boy. I'm going to fucking...
They're like, blah, blah.
Just make sure if you're shooting anything up, we're at Keenan's house. You know?
Yeah.